Hey Springs Church, I'm Sean.
And I'm Jen.
And we want to tell you about how God has worked in our lives. Our marriage was broken and our family was broken. We were broken financially. We were just a mess. We had no direction in our lives. I remember one night out at dinner, I was talking to Jen and I told her, I said, our marriage is broken and the only person that can fix our marriage would be the one who created marriage. Mm-hmm. So who do we go to? We go to God, the creator of marriage. So I told her, I said, hey, we're going to church. And we got up the next morning and we went to church. I don't think she didn't think we were going to go, but we went. And that was the beginning of our spiritual and financial journey. So as God was working in us as individuals and in our marriage and in our family, mm-hmm. He was pressing it on us to also take a look into our finances, which we were like, no, we don't want to look at that. The first financial piece came around and we didn't take the class. The second one came around and we said, okay, we'll take it. Mm-hmm. So that is where our journey into our finances begins.
And I remember it was the first day of class and we had homework and we went home that night and our homework was to write out all of our debts and what we owed to people. And we got home and we cut up our credit cards and we wrote out our debt to everyone, and we were so angry, and it was a righteous anger, and it really just made us say, we want this gone. We don't want to owe anybody anything, and we want to pay it off, and we want to do it as quickly as we can. And so how that started was obviously righteous anger, and then we decided to sell our truck. And
work a lot.
Yeah. Sean started working a ton of overtime. I was doing overtime at the house. So we sold the truck and Sean started riding a bike to work. And after riding a bike to work for a few months and being able to pay off more debt, we got a little car. And from then on, we just started tackling our debt. We got a little sidetracked at one point and we wanted to buy a house. And this was in May.
Yeah.
We decided to put an offer on the house. And we said, what, God, if this is in your will, you're going to open these doors. And if not, then we're putting this money that's supposed to go towards this house, all of it will go toward debt. And we didn't get that house. And so what we did the next day is we put everything that we were going to put toward that house toward debt and paid off a huge chunk of our debt. And that was a huge eye-opener. God showing us how patience and obedience works. And we also noticed a big part of this too was our tithing. When we were consistent in our tithing and we were doing it all the time, we noticed that we had more money. And it was crazy. It was mind-boggling. And there's nothing like feeling like you're actually abiding by the Lord and saying, okay, you know what, you are still blessing me, even though this really sucks and this is uncomfortable. He's always going to provide. And so that was huge for us. Yeah. That was huge.
Yeah, we learned a lot. We learned patience and, obedience, not giving in to the wants. I still struggle with the wants. And it's, so, it's like an everyday choice. And we were like, let's be patient. Let's pay this stuff off. We're still paying stuff off. We're still in the process, but we're
almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done. We're working toward, how much have we paid off so far?
So we've paid off $60,000 in debt since September of last year. We have $18,000 to go. And so we're almost there.
Yep. We
have one payment of debt, and that's it.
Yeah, we went from all these payments to just now we're at one, and we're going to knock that one out too. Mm-hmm. Our goal in all this was obviously we wanted to be free. The Lord wants us to be free in this area of our lives as well. We wanted to set that example for our kids, show them how to manage money and be good stewards for the Lord and put God first in our family, and just take care of the household in a orderly fashion. And That's our goal, just teach our kids and to get out of debt and save money for them as well. So, yeah.
And then one thing I do want to add to it is how the Lord has blessed us recently with abiding and staying obedient with all of this. Currently, we're renting, and we were not sure if we wanted to renew our lease, and we prayed and prayed and prayed. We got our lease papers for renewal, and the numbers were lower than we've paid for rent. And I called up the office, and I'm like, are these numbers accurate? It's lower than it's been for, 4 years. And she said, no, these aren't accurate numbers, but I'm going to honor it for you. And so I called Sean and I said, all right, the Lord spoke to us again, and we're renewing the lease, and It's less than what we've been paying, and God is so good.
Yeah.
And so it's those little sacrifices.
Yep.
And you receive blessings upon blessings.
Yep. We're so grateful for God guiding us and through the church and through this class, and how it's just worked through our whole family. It's just amazing. So we're so thankful.
Together, your mighty hands are holding